What happened, Jack? You look worried.
Nothing special, Jesse. Just,
Please, Jack, let me know. What if I can do something with that, like any kind of help?
Jesse, I really want to speak English better, but I don't know how to practice. Nobody around me speaks English. It feels impossible sometimes. I try to learn words, but when I want to speak, my mind becomes blank.
I understand exactly what you were saying, Jack. I had the same problem before. In my town, people also don't use English. Everyone speaks only in our local language. And in my school also, students spoke the local language most of the time. But still, I practiced at home and slowly I improved.
Really? You practiced at home? But you had no one to talk with, right?
Yes, no one, that is true. But I created my own ways. I used small tricks. I talked to myself. I talked to walls. I talked to chairs. I even talked to photos. I pretended many things.
You talk to chairs? That sounds very funny, Jesse.
Yes, it is funny, but it really worked. Let me tell you the full story.
Please tell me. I really need some ideas.
Okay. In the beginning, I was very shy. My family never spoke English, and in my school also, most people used our local language. Teachers taught in English sometimes, but we students answered in the local language. So I decided I will practice at home.
But what did you do exactly?
First, when I was alone in the house, I talked to myself. I walked around the room and spoke in English, even if the sentences were broken. For example, I would say, "Today I feel happy because the sun is shining." Or, "I want to eat rice now." Very simple things.
You mean you just said whatever came into your mind?
Exactly. At first, I had no topic. I just spoke what I saw. If I saw a cup, I said, "This is a cup. I drink water from this cup." If I saw a chair, I said, "This is my chair. I sit here every day." If I saw a window, I said, "This is my window. I open it in the morning for fresh air."
That is so simple, but I think it helps a lot.
Yes, very simple. But slowly my brain started thinking in English. At first, it felt difficult. My tongue didn't move. I forgot words. But little by little, it became easier.
But what about when your family was at home? Did they hear you?
That was the problem. I was shy in front of them. So I used one trick. I pretended I was reading a book.
Oh, smart.
Yes, I opened a book, any book, and I read aloud in English words. But actually, I was not reading the book. I was practicing my own sentences. For example, I would open a math book, but I said in English, "Yesterday I went to the market. I bought some apples. The apples were sweet."
That is clever. Nobody doubted you.
Yes, they thought I was serious with study, but inside, I was doing my practice.
Didn't you ever laugh at yourself?
Sometimes, yes, but most of the time, I felt proud because I was learning secretly.
And you also said you talked to photos and chairs?
Yes, sometimes I felt bored just talking to myself, so I imagined that photos or chairs were my friends. I would look at a photo and say, "Hello, how are you today? Did you eat lunch?" Then I answered myself also, like the photo was replying, Yes, I ate. Did you eat?
Like a role play.
Yes, exactly. It became like a game. I talked to the wall. Why are you so quiet today? Do you want me to paint you? Then I laughed and made more sentences. Sometimes I looked at my chair and said, Chair, you work hard every day. You carry me when I sit. Are you tired?
That must have been fun.
Yes, sometimes funny, but it gave me practice. I practiced asking questions and also giving answers. It was like I was two people at the same time.
And what about mirror practice? I heard people use mirrors.
Yes, I use that a lot. I stood in front of the mirror and looked at myself. I imagined I was talking to another person. I said, Hello, good morning. How are you today? Then I answered back also, like the photo was replying, Yes, I am fine. Thank you. And you?
Like a two people in one.
Yes. And the best thing was, I could see my face. I checked my expressions, my mouth, my eyes. I learned to use gestures like moving hands when speaking. This made my English more natural.
That's amazing. So you also used gestures?
Yes, very often, because language is not only words, it is also body movement. When I said, I am happy, I smiled. When I said, I am sad, I made a sad face. When I said, come here, I moved my hand. This helped me feel more confident.
I think gestures make speaking powerful.
Exactly. And in the mirror, I could practice both voice and body language together.
Did you also choose topics to practice or only random things?
At first, random things. Later, I started using topics. For example, I talked about my past life incidents.
Oh, like storytelling?
Yes, Jack. I told my own stories, even small stories, like the first time I cooked rice, or the day I went to the river, or the time I fell down from my bicycle.
Can you give me one example?
Sure, let me tell you how I practiced one story. I was 10 years old. I wanted to ride a bicycle. At first, I could not. I fell down many times. My knee was hurt. I cried, but I tried again and again. After 1 week, I could ride very well. I felt proud of myself.
Oh, that is nice. And while telling, you used past tense also.
Yes, without books, I learned grammar naturally by speaking about my past.
Can you show me now how you practiced with objects?
Sure. Let's say I look at this table. I say, This table is brown. I keep my books on this table. When I was small, I ate food on a table like this. See? Very simple sentences.
Oh, yes. I can try. This chair is black. I sit on this chair when I use my phone. Yesterday, I slept on this chair.
Very good. That is how I practiced, step by step.
But didn't you feel bored sometimes?
Yes, sometimes, so I changed styles. Sometimes I acted like a teacher and I gave a lecture. I said, Good morning, students. Today we will learn about the sun. The sun gives us light. Without the sun, life is not possible. I talked like that.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yes, sometimes I acted like a newsreader. Good evening. Today's news is It rained heavily in our town. The market was closed. That was also fun.
You really made it creative.
Yes, because I wanted to continue. If practice is boring, we stop. So I made it fun.
Did you ever feel embarrassed?
At first, yes. I thought, what if someone hears me? But later, I decided I want to improve, so no shame. If my brother passed by, I just closed the book and pretended I was reading. Slowly, I lost the fear.
I think I am still shy.
Don't worry, start small. Even if you say 2 sentences every day, it will help. Slowly, your fear will go.
I really like your methods. Talking to self, pretending, mirror practice, using gestures, storytelling, acting like a teacher or newsreader. So many ways.
Yes, and the best thing is, no need for anyone else. You can practice alone.
True, sometimes I wait for someone to practice with me, but maybe I don't need to wait.
Exactly. You can be your own partner.
Can you tell me one of your full practice sessions, like from start to end?
Sure. Let me remember. Okay, one day I came home early. Nobody was there. I stood in front of the mirror. First, I greeted, "Hello, good afternoon. Today I will tell you about my school life." Then I told the whole story. When I was in class 5, I joined a drawing competition. I was very nervous, but I tried. I made a picture of a house and a tree. Finally, I got second prize. Then I pretended my photo on the wall was asking me, "Did you feel happy when you won?" I answered, "Yes, I felt very happy." Then I laughed. After that, I acted like a teacher. I said, "Students, do you know what is nervousness?" Nervousness is when you feel afraid before doing something. So in one practice, I did 3 styles.
Wow, that's really good. You mixed everything.
Yes, and I repeated many times until words became easy.
I think I should start this today.
Yes, start with small sentences. Describe things around you. This is my phone. My phone is black. I use it every day. Then slowly make stories.
I will do it. Maybe my family will laugh.
Don't tell them. Pretend you are reading like I did, or practice when you are alone.
Yes, that's safe.
Remember, practice every day. Even 10 minutes is enough.
Okay,